Hello, my name is Jessie Cox, and today I'm going to be discussing seventh chords. I'm going to talk about the basic building blocks of a seventh chord, and then I'm going to talk about the different values of seventh chords and the different types that exist. And then I'm going to talk about inversions of seventh chords. So, a seventh chord is basically a triad with a third stacked on top of it. So, in root position, a seventh chord would have 4 notes that are all a third apart. There are different types of seventh chords. You can have a major seventh chord, which is a major triad with a major third stacked on top. You can have a major minor seventh chord, which is a major triad with a minor third stacked on top. You can have a minor seventh chord, which is a minor triad with a minor third stacked on top. You can also have a half diminished seventh chord, which is a diminished triad with a minor third stacked on top. And lastly, you can have a fully diminished seventh chord, which is a diminished triad with a diminished third stacked on top. Now, I'm going to show you what they'll look like written with notation. This would be a major seventh chord. This is a major minor seventh chord. A minor seventh chord, a minor triad with a minor third stacked on top. A half diminished seventh chord, and a diminished seventh, which is a diminished triad with a diminished third on top. This is the notation you'll see for seventh chords, but you also need to know what scale degree in the scale the seventh chord is. So, when you'd see it in music, they'd look like this. This is a seventh chord built on the first scale degree of the scale. It is a major minor seventh, so it's a major triad built on the first scale degree with a minor third stacked on top of that. So, if you had this in D major, it would be D, F sharp, A, and C natural. If we were in F major and we had a 3 half diminished seventh, that would be built on A, and you would have A, C natural, E flat, and G natural, because a major triad built on A would be A, C sharp, and E, and you need to lower the third and the fifth, both by a half step. And in the key of A, you would have G sharp. So, to make that a minor seventh, you need to change that G sharp to G natural. Now, what if we wanted to change this to a 3 fully diminished seventh? Well, then we would just change the G natural to a G flat, bringing that to a fully diminished seventh chord. Lastly, I want to talk about inversions. So, in a triad, you can have root position, first inversion, and second inversion. Well, in a seventh chord, you can have root position, first inversion, second inversion, and third inversion. The easiest way for me to tell if a seventh chord is in root position is by seeing if all of the notes are a third apart. So, if you have all 4 notes and they're all stacked evenly apart by a third, you know it's in root position. If they're not, this is how I like to tell. I take the top note and bring it down an octave, bringing it to the bottom of the stack of notes. I repeat this until the notes are all in root position, they're all a third apart. So, if you take the top note and move it down an octave to the bottom and they're all a third apart, you've only done that once, so you're in first inversion. If you have to take the top note, bring it down, and then take the next note and bring it down, and then you're in root position, that means you're in second inversion because you had to do that twice. And lastly, if you had to take 3 notes and bring them each down sequentially, you know that you're in third inversion. So this is a quick overview of the fundamental knowledge of seventh chords. I hope it was informative. Thank you.